I wonder if the
This
Polar Express really is just like supposed to be an analogy for religion, likely Christianity in particular.
Oh, you think that a Christmas movie has something to do with Christianity potentially?
Hmm. I guess that's a good point.
I don't want to.
My door is shaking furiously
I
and
actually I
rhythmically.
did hear that. I did hear that. That's a little scary.
It's still doing it.
Why? I
Can you
hear
hear it?
it.
It hasn't stopped.
I can hear it. It
I
is
don't know what's
clearly
going on.
audible.
I don't know what to do.
It sounds like an off balance washing machine.
It's like not swinging open. It's like in its frame.
All right.
Hey,
Well,
stop it.
no, that's our third co-host. It's the curse of the haunted door, which is also the fifth
It
best Chris.
stopped.
I heard it stop. It was very audible. Yeah, it's you know
I don't know what could
the
have
door has
made
been
that
fired.
happen. Maybe somebody in like the apartment on the other side of this house was banging or something.
It's hitting drumsticks against the wall.
Well, that is one way to interpret that.
What is the best type of drumstick? Is it
It's a
drumsticks?
chicken drumstick.
I was gonna say, is it chicken drumsticks? Is it drumsticks for a drum set? Is it those Nestle, whatever they are, ice cream drumsticks?
Oh, you're right. Those are the
No,
best.
I'm asking which of the three is the best because there is a correct answer.
It's the Nestle drumsticks.
No, you had it first. It's the chicken drumstick because chicken is delicious. 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 Sean Connery.
Look,
All three are good.
I gotta go against my former judgment because when I was a kid, I was a picky eater. I didn't like chicken. I didn't
Ah,
like a lot of things. You know, if I ate pizza, somebody had to tell me that it was made with pizza cheese. If they said mozzarella cheese, I didn't like that pizza. Um, but drumsticks I liked. There was just no denying that drumsticks were good. It's vanilla ice cream with some chocolate stuff and a cone and some nuts. You can't get around the fact that that's good. There's no way to dislike a drumstick unless you're allergic to it or you
I
like,
I feel
I don't
like you
know, don't like ice cream.
I feel like you started that talking about like chicken drumsticks and then went into ice cream drumsticks.
Chicken
Like
drumsticks are great, but I mean, we can rule out drumsticks, right?
I mean, they're necessary
They're
for
good. They're good things,
musical.
but they're not the best.
Would I rather that drumsticks existed or chicken drumsticks? See, that's hard. Drumsticks, that's really gonna hurt music.
Well, people
And
can
like
play the drums with things other than drumsticks. They can play them with chicken drumsticks.
should get like a food band. All the instruments are just types of food. Actually, that's a horrible idea because stuff would rot.
I think Blue Man Group probably did something like that.
I'm not too familiar with Blue Man Group. My
Why is
brother,
there no Blue Woman Group?
Glass Ceiling.
Hmm. Turquoise ceiling.
Blue Woman Group. I'm sorry. What is this? I was gonna say Fantastic Four, but what's the one? There's some
X-Men has a Blue Woman.
yeah. It's just some dumb superhero thing. No,
Yeah.
figured it'd be there somewhere. Um,
Could be Orange Woman Group since orange is the opposite of blue. But it wouldn't be a group either. It'd be the Orange
are
Woman.
you saying that woman is the opposite of man?
Hmm. I guess you got me there. What
How
would the
dare
opposite
you?
of man be? Maybe the opposite of man is um I don't know. I don't know what the opposite of man is. Sorry.
That is okay. I am going to steer us away from potentially troubling waters by talking about Perry's ice cream.
Okay.
Or no, see, I need to talk about Watkins Glen. But I'll talk about Perry's ice cream. So Perry's ice cream, and I think I've done half of this bit before, but like a second half has been added over the past 2 weeks. So when I was at Geneseo, I would go to the Dash of the Commons and I would just buy things because I never spent enough food money, like food account money at Lech. So I would just go there and they would be like, oh, hey, we've got Otis Spunkmeyer muffins. And I'd be like, oh, sure, I'll buy an Otis Spunkmeyer muffin. I'll have that for
You
breakfast on
bought
Sunday.
a food item that contained the word spunk in its
And buy?
what?
See, you had to, bring up why you got to be weird about the word spunk.
Look, I'm just saying I would not buy anything called Spunkmeyer.
You're very straight. It's not a sexual thing anyway.
I know,
Like,
I know.
I like the,
Look, we're on okay, Kara, let me be honest with you. We're on a podcast. We didn't prepare anything. So I need to be like at the ready to comment on anything that I
okay,
can.
it,
Okay? So
okay,
when I hear something and I get an idea, I say it. So I hear Spunkmeyer and I think, wow, that's something I could say. I can make a joke about like spunk being like a gross word. And then I did. And it was a bad joke, okay? And I'm sorry. But you make up for it. You're the gold mine.
I like cum. That's all I have to say about that. Quote me on that. He's gone. Why is he gone? I look. I you know I was
I'm sorry, I had to go for a second there.
look. I like Otis Spunkmeyer muffins because my grandma had a subscription or like a whatever to Sam's Club, and she would get Otis Spunkmeyer muffins there, or when family would stay at the Best Western in town, they would have Otis Spunkmeyer muffins. So this is like when I was a kid, and they'd be like,
And
"Hey, Slugger, you want one of these muffins?" And I'd be like, "Sure." And they would give me like double Dutch Otis Spunkmeyer muffins, and I was like, "This is actually the most delicious thing I've ever tasted." And I don't know
you know
why.
what? I think I would buy them, actually.
Welcome to Kinsey too, motherfucker.
And I
Um,
would eat them in a box, and I would eat them with a fox.
what? What?
Green eggs and ham, but instead of green eggs and ham, it's
I'm
Otis Spunkmeyer muffins.
sorry, I'm illiterate. When I was in fourth grade, I played youth soccer, and there was one practice
A
night
soccer story.
where I kept quoting Green Eggs and Ham while we were practicing, and one kid really loved it, and one kid really hated it. So one kid was like, "Yo, you keep doing that, dog. That's really funny. Keep quoting Green Eggs and Ham." And the other kid was like, "You're an idiot. I will destroy you for this." Look, I would buy the Otis Spunkmeyer muffins at Dash of the Commons because I used to have them when I was a kid. And I was like, oh man, it's been a while since I had one of these Otis Spunkmeyer muffins. They're not as good as I remember. Um, but I would get them, and then occasionally I'd get Ben and Jerry's if they had a halfway decent Ben and Jerry's flavor. which was not always, but sometimes, all the time, you're like, oh man, I'm feeling sad and alone. Time to solve this problem in a healthy way by crying into a pint of Ben and Jerry's. Except sometimes they would have dumbass like, strawberry cheesecake Ben and Jerry's. That's what you want, right? No, I don't want strawberry cheesecake Ben and Jerry's. That sounds awful. Give me your New York super fudge chunk. Give me your half baked, even though that's way too rich and it makes me sick to my stomach.
Is that their cookies
The
and cream? Or, I mean,
No,
like cookie dough?
half to bake. It does have cookie dough in it, but also has like brownie nonsense.
Cookie dough, if it's uncooked, it's just disgusting.
Cookie dough ice cream is fine.
No, cookie dough is like horrible. Raw
I
cookie
like
dough
it,
is
but I
it's gross.
actually I understand why you feel that way. Although I personally like um cookie dough ice cream. So one night they're like, "Hey idiot, we don't have any good Ben and Jerry's. What are you gonna do? Because you want ice cream." And I'm running through the calculations. I'm like, well, I could walk back to Letch with my tail between my legs and speak to our old friend. Um, or I could act here on some of the other ice cream. What's the other ice cream they have? The other ice cream they have are Perry's. They have Perry's pints. So I see a pint of Panda Paws, and I go, my brother loves Panda Paws, or at least I'm pretty sure he does. Must be good. Vanilla ice cream with little peanut butter cups and fudge swirls? That sounds good. So I get the Panda Paws, I bring it back to Genesee, crack that bad boy open, take a bite. It's disgusting. It is vile. And I am horrified.
Shitty guy
I feel
cursed you.
betrayed. A few months later, I've gone to Dash of the Commons a few more times. I've gotten some Ben and Jerry's. Uh-oh, it's another night where all they want you to do is get the Tonight Dough with Jimmy Fallon. Guess what? We don't get political on this show, so we can't buy Jimmy Fallon ice cream. Guess we're getting Perry's again. I'm looking around and they're like, oh, hey, idiot, you want this ice cream? And I'm like, what's this ice cream? And it's like, oh, it's Buffalo Bill Supreme. It's ice cream with like peanut butter footballs mixed in and like sprinkles. And I'm like, oh, no, yeah, I could go for ice cream with little peanut butter footballs mixed in. That sounds pretty good. So I get the Buffalo Bills ice cream. I take it back to Genesee. I take a bite. It's awful. It is so unbelievably awful. And I probably should have made clear that this is Perry's ice cream again. It is so bad.
Is
And I'm
Perry
like,
sponsored?
no, because Perry's wouldn't sponsor us because I'm trashing their ice cream right now. For now. This Buffalo Bills ice cream, it's actually some of the worst ice cream I ever have. And it's not the sprinkles, it's not the peanut butter footballs, and in the Panda Paws, it wasn't really the fudge or the peanut butter cups, although to be honest, I don't think the fudge helped. I don't think fudge in ice cream is that good, but I don't
I
really mind
agree.
it. Thank you. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, I've had multiple bad experiences with Perry's ice cream. This was the first I'd ever had Perry's ice cream, and I was like, you know what? I hate it, but I hate to do it, but I think Perry's ice cream is just bad.